Hello and welcome to the Coach Support Service. I'm John Donaldson, the Coach's Business Mentor. Have you ever found yourself struggling and tongue-tied when people have said to you, "What do you do?" Well, this is for you if you want to find a better way of explaining what coaching is and how it fits into the wide myriad of helping professions that are around. So, I was thinking that the best way of doing this is to contrast it with something else. Let's face it, coaching is pretty unfamiliar. The only way that people know the word is probably in relation to sport. And even then they probably don't understand what happens in sports coaching. They probably think it's people standing on the edge of the pitch or on the edge of a track shouting. On the other hand, life coaching is even more remote. So if we take another term which is more familiar, like counselling, we can contrast contrast the two and thus get better understanding. Now, this idea came to me when I was talking to Mary Crumpton, who is one of our associate experts, and I said to her, what's a clear definition between coaching and counselling? The way she explained it was that counselling deals largely with issues from the past, things that have an effect into the present time. So people who've got anxiety, stress, emotion, all sorts of things that prevent them living the life that they would like to be, is what's dealt with by counsellors. On the other hand, coaching is dealing with the future, things that are opportunities, dreams, objectives, things like that people want to achieve, and the obstacles that get in the way and helping them to overcome them. Very useful, I thought. And then, if we relate that to the situation we were talking about before, of how you explain what you do, the sort of phrasing I would say is something like, when someone asks you, well, what do? You say, well, you know what counsellors do. They work in the area of dealing with issues from the past that have an effect in present time and prevent people living the kind of life that they want to be living now. Well, coaching deals with the future and goals, dreams, objectives, things that people want to achieve, and the obstacles that get in the way and prevent them getting there. So how do you like that? You've done two things when you've done that. Firstly, you flattered the person to thinking that they understand counselling, whether they do or not, and then you've gone on to give them an explanation which is very clear. Now, because they're alert and listening, you also have the opportunity to carry on to educate them about what coaching is and what it does, in the area that I explained it, and you'll have made one more inroad, if you like, into the large numbers of people who don't have an understanding in that area. And then you can go on to say, do you know anybody who has a need for those kind of services, which is a way of generating future leads. And of course, give them your card, make sure that they know how to get back to you or refer somebody to you, and you're on your way. So I'd like to think that that idea could be useful, and its merit is you could start doing it immediately. What I'd suggest is practice in the mirror a few times. Use your hands, they're very powerful, and people remember that more vividly than just the words. And after you've had a few practices, go and try it on a few people. And let me know how you get on. Somewhere here, there is or it might be there, there's a thing for you to fill in with questions or comments. So do let me know, A, what you think of this as a way of dealing with the issue, and secondly, how you get on. So this idea is designed to help you with your marketing. And there are lots of other ideas about how to help with your marketing in my forthcoming book, The Business of Coaching. It's not available yet. It'll be published later this year. But you can get a sneak preview of Chapter 3, which is called Overview of Marketing for Coaches. So if that's of interest, put your name down there in the box that's somewhere down there, or I think it's a link, and let us know. And as soon as that chapter is available in a PDF form, we'll send it to you. In addition, down here, you're going to find an offer that you can pre-order the book, a pre-publication, at a price which is well below what it will cost when it is published. So if that interests you, take advantage of that too. So this is John Donaldson, the Coach's Business Mentor, saying until next time, goodbye.